Today I don't feel like doing anything. I just wanna lay in my bed.
Hello and welcome to another installment of the Weekly Bazinga. My name is Anna and I'll be your host this week. This episode will discuss weight loss. And side note, before we begin, I am trying to encourage people to be healthy, and by sharing my experience with trying to become healthy. Not trying to fit into a size 2 pair of pants, not trying to promote anybody to be anorexic or super skinny. It's not like that at all. So, yeah, just pay attention and maybe you'll learn something, okay? Okay. So first I want to talk about my journey with it. I've been trying to lose weight for about 4 months or so now. It started back in April. So April, May, June, July. Yeah, about 4 months. A little bit less, give or take, something like that. And it's been rough. I've really gotten into it in the last month. It was a very slow start. And I can see why people give up so quickly. I myself have never really tried to lose weight before because I am the kind of person that really has to be motivated and interested in something before I give it a try, because I refuse to do something kind of half-assed. So, yeah, I decided I was going to try this, and there were so many times I wanted to give up, it wasn't even funny. It's no wonder that people find this to be very difficult. Now, I wasn't ever trying to lose a huge amount of weight. I started out at about 200 pounds. Yeah, I'm a little embarrassed to say that, but I'm 5'7", and I've always been told that I carry my weight pretty well. I was size 14, so, you know, that's about the American average. When I understand the average dress size in America is a size 14, last I heard. So I was about average. But, you know, it got to a point where I just felt like, you know, I really just wanted to see if I could do it. I just really wanted to pose that challenge to myself, because I was in the process of becoming more of a positive thinking person, and that, you know, I was trying to implement that can-do attitude, so I wanted to apply that to something physical that I could see actual results in. The things that I've read about weight loss, that I know for a fact because I've practiced it now: 70% of weight loss will come from your diet, 30% from exercise. That is no joke. You cannot, you can sit there and run like hell for 1 hour, and you will have gained that all back in calories if you sit down to a meal at McDonald's. Plain and simple. 1 can of Coke, you know, with all its sugar and delicious fizzy glory, will cost you about 30 minutes on the treadmill. Yeah, at least. So, yeah, it's really craptacular. You'll have to work out constantly if you want to eat whatever you want to eat. So the first thing you want to look at is your diet. Exercise is secondary. It comes in slowly because you have to build stamina and endurance and strength to really get into it. And even now, I'm still in the process of building myself up because, you know, when I first started this, I could only do like 1 or 2 man push-ups, you know, not on my knees. And now I'm proud to say that I can do 35 in about 38 seconds. And that was about a month and a half of training. Yeah, so I mean, it's very doable. If I can do it, then you guys can do it for sure. I also, if you guys are very curious, I've lost about 16 or 17 pounds so far in about 3 months. Yeah, it's not a lot, but that's very permanent weight loss because I'm trying not to yo-yo. I'm eating very clean, trying not to eat very highly processed foods. I've pretty much eliminated all of my sodas and all the other like external sugar sources like chocolates and dessert. You know, not saying that I haven't had one in 3 months. You know, I have, but not to the point where it's, you know, not where it was a regular thing like it used to be. You know, once a week, very special occasion, you know, like on a Sunday evening after I've been really good all week, I'll have that piece of cheesecake, you know, or I'll have, well, usually I don't even drink regular soda anymore. I just drink Coke Zero if I really feel the need to, but water has just been my best friend ever since I started this. So anyways, I'm getting off topic. Alright, back to the diet. I have read the Atkins diet. I have read the Dukan diet. Pierre Dukan, Frenchman, Basically the same thing in terms of no carb, but he really does encourage high protein and low fat instead of Atkins, which is also like high fat, moderate protein or something like that. And that was great for the first, month or two, because it really got me to pay attention and focus on what I should be eating. I was forced to buy meat and eat more meat and more vegetables because like every single thing out there processed that you will find is just laden with calories and sugar. Like, it's just impossible to get out of. Even if you try to eat things like sausages, because it's meat and it's a snack, you will find that it's filled with lots of sodium, which the next day you'll pay for, because then you'll have like water retention out the yin-yang. You'll just be like bloated walking around. So yeah, because I practiced those two particular diets, I did lose some weight. A lot of it being water weight. I think the first 6 pounds was about water weight. But the slow and steady kind of wins the race thing, and I've been dropping it steadily. Then I plateaued. I plateaued at about 190-ish or something like that. 187, I don't know, somewhere in that range. I just kept bouncing back and forth for about a month, and it didn't go anywhere. And so I was really disappointed. I didn't know what I was doing, and I really upped my exercise. I exercise 3 days a week, and I do Jillian Michaels videos. Now that's something I want to start off with real quick. You cannot hit the ground running if you have not been exercising in a long, long time. I thought, oh, I got this. It's going to be easy, well, not easy, but I can handle it. I'm a strong girl, It has nothing to do with that. I thought I was going to die. So you got to start off slow. I started using the Wii Fit. Sounds kind of lame, but if you can sit there and do hula hoops for 10 minutes, yeah, you're pro, man. Like, that's pretty darn good. A lot of people that I've brought to my apartment to hang out and play on the video game and stuff like that, they can't go 3 minutes, okay? So if you can do 10 minutes, then you are physically conditioned enough to go ahead and try to do something more strenuous like jogging or running, and stuff like that. Moving on. About the diet again, I did, Atkins and Dukan, first Atkins and then Dukan, plateaued, and now I am doing a book by a man named Brad Pilon, whatever. It's called Eat, Stop, Eat, and it talks about intermittent fasting. And before you guys go, oh my God, not eating? For how long? Okay, don't freak out. Because I was getting into the diet and exercise scene, I was really, really conscious about, I don't want my metabolism to drop. I don't want to lose muscle mass. I don't want to be hungry and then have to binge later, or blah, 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 blah. Well, I plateaued. I was freaking out. I didn't know what to do. And the one thing that the book does talk about is people, they fast every day. You think about it, when you're sleeping for 8 hours, you don't eat. Try not to eat for 8 hours while you're awake. It's pretty hard, it's really hard, in fact. But you wake up in the morning and you're not like, oh my God, I can't move my fingers. No, it's not like that. What happens is that for a period of time where you're not eating, at about up to the 12-hour mark or something like that, you are burning glycogen in your liver, which is the extra calories that your body did not need to keep yourself moving. In other words, your heart pumping, your brain thinking, and your kidneys flushing things out of your body. All that requires calories, your basal metabolic rate, your BMR or whatever. And whatever you eat on top of what you need gets either put into your liver as glycogen or gets stored as fat. Now, if you're overweight, that's probably why, because you eat too damn much. Sorry. Or you eat too much of the wrong things that are really calorie dense. And, sugar is a whole other topic for another video, and I'll probably do that one next week because that's really important, and I've read so much about it. But depending on what you're eating, it gets broken down that way, basically. And so if you fast at the 18th hour mark, you start to actually burn your own body fat. And at that point, you are no longer hungry because your insulin levels, which is, the reason why you start getting jittery and hungry and everything else, is because your blood sugar is unstable. Your insulin starts to stabilize your blood sugar again because now you don't have glycogen, which is, your previous form of energy from your liver, and you have fat being burned. And after that, you can go up to 30 hours. I don't really recommend going that far. I have done it, but it's not that good because then you kind of get a little obsessed with it. So go, 24-hour periods, and if you read the book, you'll understand what he's talking about. I can't talk about everything in it, but you go to up to 24-hour periods of not eating, and you give your digestive system a rest. That is when your growth hormone and your norepinephrine and your epinephrine levels are peaking, and it's burning calories like crazy. And you start to feel good. You almost have this euphoric high because your body's like, I'm not getting the food I want, so I'm going to go ahead and burn the calories. After the 30th hour, however, if you continue not to eat, that is when your body will go, oh, we are starving, so let us try to hold on to our fat stores as much as possible. Let's try to look to what else we can burn. And that's when, at the 36th hour mark, I want to say, that's when you actually do start breaking down muscle. And that is so not what you want to do, because I have worked really hard to put on this muscle to be able to do 35 push-ups in 38 seconds, and that muscle burns more calories resting than fat does, obviously. So my basal metabolic rate has increased since I've put on more muscle mass. And if I lose that muscle, that means I will stop burning as much calories and I won't be as efficient as a person to get rid of the fat in my body when I'm just sitting on my butt not doing anything, So, with that said, you probably definitely want to try to do some resistance training, put on some muscle. Intermittent fasting is 1 to 2 days a week of not eating, and just go read the book. It's really good. It's called Eat, Stop, Eat, and it's completely safe. And I've tried it, and I've already lost like 3 pounds in the first week, and I'm sure some of that was probably also water retention weight, because man, you pee a lot because all you do all day is drink water or tea, and then you just you're cleaning yourself out. Like you feel really good afterwards, and the next day you wake up, you're just kind of like, whoa, I lost like 3 pounds overnight, but I gained some of that back the day after, of course, but over the course of a week it's been leveled out that I've lost about 3 pounds. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me on Facebook or on here. I have been doing this for a while, and not nearly as long as some people out there have been doing it for like 10 years or whatever, but I am very good to give you information as a novice, as a first timer coming to this whole world of diet and exercise, because I have never done it before, and let me tell you that it has been life-changing. I feel amazing now. Not because I am, at where I want to be physically yet, but I am light years ahead of where I was just 3 months ago, and you can do it too. Well, I hope that this video has been very informative for you. If you have any questions, I hope that you reference the book Eat, Stop, Eat, and check out Atkins and Duquesne diets, because it taught me how to clean up my eating and how to eat healthy versus relying on fast food or processed foods. And it basically taught me to eat the things that are good for my body. And you never realize exactly how badly you're eating until you start to eat the good things that your body needs. So yeah, check those things out, and I'll link them down below. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Again, my name is Anna. This is the Weekly Bazinga. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
I wanna see you peacock, cock, cock, you peacock.